I didn't get the pre-record sneak in this time for just a thought. We did that, but we was having some technical
we tried to do it, but it just
difficulties
didn't work
like
as
that.
well.
It didn't work this time. I couldn't do the sneak tip and everything. But we got the guests. We got some guests up in here.
Yes, Just a Thought is back on. Fred Potter here.
I'm all rude.
Ladies, introduce yourselves, please.
Hi, I'm Nada Sire.
And my name is Sean Scott, and on the air I go by S. Scott.
Ooh, S. Dot Scott. Like she was
Specific
with it.
Well, Just a Thought has some surprise guests today. We had these ladies on here already scheduled. We have the other cast members in waiting right now. We got everybody out there. Key Grip, everybody.
Right. He said Key Grip.
So,
from You to Church.
Yes.
We have a film festival going on in Novi.
Yeah, congratulations on that, brother. From the previous.
On the previous
the
one.
USC.
My music soul child called back in the
So congratulations is always in order. And I must say, ladies, sorry, we're going to have to... I'm going to hit him in his forehead real quick. Last night I bowled. I would have whooped y'all ass last night. That's my wife. I would have whooped your ass last night. Yes, I did, sir.
So you be practicing and he'll call us.
Hey, last week, him and his lady whooped my ass last
Oh,
and he had to talk about it on the podcast, so I had to get a follow-up.
Was that bad?
Oh, that's what we were with when she was texting.
So anyway, last night I felt the spirit of the bowling in me. Maybe I was doing good because you wasn't there.
Right, we was at the film. He was like, damn it, I can't call him.
My first two was strikes. So.
Okay, that's what's
anyway,
up.
we'll leave it at that. But welcome, ladies, to Just a Thought. What we talk about here is, of course, things that's relevant. We try to keep it jest, J-E-S-T versus just, because it's all in humor. But sometimes we get serious on topics, but not this week. We're going to talk about fun stuff.
Yeah, so don't be scared.
This movie, talk.
Don't be scared.
I'm not scared at all.
It's always 100%. We don't edit. We just, if you say what you feel, feel what you say at the time.
It's a provoking
Oh,
thought.
this is dangerous for me.
Right.
Oh, is
Can
it?
you cuss?
Why is it dangerous? Let's jump right into
Say what you feel.
it. Let's get right into it.
Yeah. So you come from Chicago.
Big bad Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago, that was one of my homes. We had
She in the area where shit is jumping off right now in Aurora. Did not kill a couple
Aurora,
people in Aurora? Like
things jump off in Aurora.
Oh man, somebody at a post office went crazy or some kind of delivery place and shot
Oh, you talking about at Henry Pratt's?
Yeah.
When that guy, we knew that guy.
He was gonna get fired or something. And he was like, no, I'm not. Then a little boy or something get buried there. The little white boy got his parents killed him in the house. Talking about he ran away.
Last week, 5-year-old.
Yeah, that's a Aurora too.
But you know why everybody got to talk so negative about Chicago? Look how many dove into Chicago. But then when you want to go to where that person got killed.
My city.
Like, Aurora, just loking up.
Yeah, Cabrini Greens, ain't you off of Cabrini Green, Death Street?
Candyman is there.
Chicago got some nice parts too.
Yeah.
Chicago get a bad rap sometimes because a lot of niggas, but Chicago's a big
It's
ass
a big
area.
city, so you got the statistics are.
Right. See, we did Little Lansing here.
Yeah,
Lansing, Illinois.
Lansing
Man,
Lansing sat down and knew. You could do a horror movie during the day. It's crazy. It's
yeah, you can lay in the middle of the street at midnight if you want to.
The midnight my ass in the afternoon. shit shut down here. It's crazy.
I like it like that though. I'm not a big fan. I mean, we ain't gonna deal with no Dan Ryan shit.
I'd rather have it.
You want to take something to do. Go downtown, take the loot. Give me the loot.
That made it something to do.
Yeah. Well,
what about you, LaShawn? What you got? Where you from?
Well, I'm from Grand Rapids.
Grand Raggedy.
Yes. Well, Grand Raggedy, Grand Rapids, Monroe, whatever you want to call it.
The Barge home spot.
Yes. The Barge, Al Green.
The Barge from there.
You didn't know the Barge? I didn't know Al Green was.
Al Green is from Grand Rapids, and Floyd Mayweather, the boxer.
Oh, we
ain't gonna talk about Floyd.
You know what? I'm not mad at Floyd. I'm not mad at Floyd. The thing about Floyd is, yes, he does post all the money he has and blah, blah, blah. But he does a lot of stuff charity-wise as well. But he doesn't post that. That's where he messes up. Because if you're going to be ignorant with your money like that, because it's your money, but you got to sometimes advertise.
If it comes from the heart, right, you have
because
to advertise.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, let me give you an answer. Because he goes the other route. And if people see him that way, they can't see him.
Flash when he's
right,
like,
they don't see him. You gotta balance it out. He has to. Normally, you do things on the low if you want to, because you mean it that way.
Yeah, right. That's why.
But sometimes when you do tell it, that inspires somebody else, right?
But I don't like people forget about the sport of boxing, it's always been braggadocious.
Yep.
You talk about who you gonna whoop, what you
Yeah.
gonna do.
But like
And-
Tyson,
yeah.
like Tyson
Any
said,
boxer.
everybody got to
Muhammad
play until
Ali.
they get hit in the face.
That's
Look at how Muhammad Ali was back in
True,
the day.
true.
Right.
True.
Oh, the
Very
biggest bragger
braggadocious.
ever.
Touche.
Yes.
Yeah, but
you
I-
always talk trash.
Yeah,
Always
very,
flashy,
very badly, and I ain't
and-
gonna lie.
That's
When
what it is in boxing.
when him and Joe Frazier was fighting, I think Muhammad Ali, he kind of took it to a level to where Joe Frazier was a hard working brother. Man, he was calling him all kind of toms and this and that and the other
Dogging
thing.
him.
And I thought that wasn't even necessary. That goes beyond boxing because Joe Frazier's kids was getting tormented in school. So to me,
No, they was getting tormented because all of them was named George. That's why. I don't
no.
like that.
We talking about
Joe
we talking about Joe Frazier, not
Oh, I
Joe.
thought you was
not
talking about
Joe
Foreman. I'm
He's
like,
thinking about grills.
right. I'm
Yeah,
hungry.
so Muhammad Ali, yes, he was a great trash talker by way of Bondini Brown. I'm sorry, but I'm saying there's a level. I think boxing, shit talking,
I forgot
the
about that.
flamboyancy, because you get hit in the head, so you're gonna be a little loony sometimes.
Right.
It depends on
I
because George
forgot about the
Foreman.
trash talking part of it.
Yeah.
That's
I love
right.
the trash
That's a
talking.
good point.
Me too.
I love it. I love the
I do.
trash talking. I love the flamboyance and all of that. And we were talking about Muhammad Ali. You know, I feel like he was one of the first rappers. He was out there talking trash and rapping at the
He was
same
rhyming.
time.
He
So,
was rhyming. Yeah,
so
yeah.
you can't knock Floyd.
What
because-
group would Muhammad have been in? What rap group would he? You know.
He would have been in
Probably.
Poor Righteous Teachers.
I don't know about that.
Say a Tribe Called Quest, but-
Rock that.
Rock this
Okay.
funky joint.
They don't know nothing about that. They don't
No,
know
I
nothing
do.
about that.
Poor Righteous
Okay,
Teachers,
Poor Righteous
they
Teachers.
had a song named Shaquilla.
Oh, yep.
My
My
daughter's
queen.
name is
Shaquilla, my queen.
Shaquilla.
Okay.
Oh,
I named my daughter after a Poor Righteous Teacher.
All right.
See?
Get on here,
See?
girl.
See?
Get on here.
High fiving all over the place.
All
You better not leave me hang. You better not leave me.
So
up. That's what's
Shaquilla, a
That's
song
right.
from P.I.P.
Yeah.
So you're right,
Yeah,
Muhammad
yeah,
Ali,
yeah.
good one.
That's what's up. That's
So,
what's up.
but do you think there should be a limit on how much trash you talk?
No.
Especially to
Hell
another
no.
brother.
No.
No, do you think?
No.
You should, come on,
I
calling
think
my
it
man a
should be a
gorilla and all that. Knowing
Maybe.
white people would love that shit.
Nope.
Knowing
I
that,
don't think there
because
should be
they
limits.
latched on to that.
Cause I start talking about people's mama. You know what I'm saying? And that'll shut them down
That's a
quick.
little different. That's a little different. That's a little different than getting to the race card to
But
where
if they get you, I'll be like, that's your mama.
where white people call you certain names and you start calling the brother the same names. I think there's a line that I don't think should be crossed.
Well, that's because
That's all I'm saying.
blurring the lines between trash talking and being racist or whatever. We've always, as a culture, as black people, we've played the dozens.
The dozens,
We've
yeah.
talked trash.
Yeah.
We talked about your mama.
Yeah.
This and that.
Right.
That's something that we
Right.
always done
We
in our
always did
community.
that.
And if we put limits
I'm not
on
saying
it,
trash talking. I'm talking about shit that
trash talking has no limits.
No
though.
limits.
Right.
even when it
No
comes to
holds barred.
Trash
talking about
talking.
shit that's racist
If you
to
put
your own
limits,
people.
If you
It had
put
no-
limits
Yeah.
on trash talking, that's censorship.
That's censorship. Yeah,
We
yeah.
cannot have censorship.
We-
Say what you want to say.
I was at a foster home.
Let me make
We had
sure
a
you
room.
understand what I'm saying. So I'm saying when Muhammad Ali was let's not even use Muhammad Ali. I'm saying in general. Like I hate it when people call people Toms. I don't even think people really know the meaning of what Uncle Tom means. Because Uncle Tom is actually a good thing.
But if you can't defend it, then you
Because you don't know it. Because you don't know it. But that ain't what I'm talking. I'm talking about in general. I don't like when black people put our own people down by calling us the same shit that white people call us. That's what I'm talking
gonna
about.
happen.
But that's gonna happen. That's why the
But
trash
I'm not saying it's not gonna happen. I'm saying when you in that platform that Muhammad Ali was, when doing that to Joe Frazier, and Joe Frazier was nowhere near what he was calling him.
Hey.
That's all I'm saying.
That's why.
That's why.
They got it. Make shit up. They
then,
things.
back
They
then,
go for the hurt.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
I should have saw the story I saw because I felt bad for Joe Frazier.
But that's
I felt bad for his
If you
kids.
can't come back, look. When I was at foster home, we had a
How
room.
do you come back from that? though?
We had a room upstairs, and we all the kids would go in that room, and we just went at it. And whoever
All
somebody
day.
coming out that room crying,
Crying.
That's what me and my siblings
right.
did.
And what you did when you went out that room crying, you going back to the drawing board. Well, I should have said this.
Yep.
Well, next time I'm gonna say
Come
this.
back.
Blah blah blah. In hopes that one day you gonna come out on top.
That probably honed your skills as a comedian.
Yes.
There you go.
Understood. I'm not saying no way, shape, or form that I was saying no way, shape, or form that there ain't no trash talking in boxing or anything else. I
But
was
we
just,
was talking about
I was just
the-
making a. Do you have Do you think there should be a limit?
Lemon,
No.
yeah, no, censorship.
No.
That'd be
No.
It's
censorship.
an easy ass question.
That's
Y'all didn't went from this to that to the other thing.
You know how we do. We
gotta
get
talk
we
about
passionate.
this
This is 100%, but this is healthy.
Yes, we are passionate people. That's what it
This
is.
is healthy.
So how did we meet, LaShawn and Nada? How did we meet?
You can go first.
Okay, well, I met you, Amaru, from filming your movie, We Are the Church.
You're the church.
You're the church.
Look, she done remixed the title.
Church is she got church, right?
Yeah, that was a Puff Daddy remix.
Uh-huh.
I like the remix thing.
Now, did you get ill? Did either you ladies get ill during? Because I heard there was a lot of negative, health reasons.
Yeah, it was a bunch of stuff that happened. Yeah.
I thought you somehow ill like dope, because
Yeah,
I'm like,
that-
I'm always ill.
Hey,
I'm gonna bring back that '80s word ill. The shit was ill.
yeah, the cash was ill.
Your hair looks ill.
Yeah.
Right? There you go.
She had all kind of styles going on in the movie.
Right.
That's church right
Yeah,
there.
man. Yeah.
I did not get sick. Did you get sick now?
No.
I got sick. I caught the bronchitis and everything. But there was
Ain't nobody got time for that.
right. I had to keep it moving. Had to keep it moving.
Oh wait, I didn't get food poisoning. That's right.
Yeah. Did you get food?
Yeah, I remember I was
See,
walking
now
in
your
the
shit
room all
coming
day.
out.
One
She
day.
coming
Oh
out.
yeah.
Now it's coming out.
She got
Okay.
food poisoning. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's right.
Sergio got food poisoning. The dude that let us use the church. He got it was a couple things going on, man. I think Kristen had to be in the bathroom for a couple hours too. It was crazy.
You think she wants you to tell people that?
Yeah, it was right now, but
Just a thought.
that's what I do.
It's 100%, y'all. But you know what though? Y'all had a good time. Y'all had a
Yeah,
great
it
time.
was
out there.
How'd you guys hear about the film?
Through backstage. That's how I heard
Can
about
they have
it.
talk about a
Yeah.
little bit of their part?
Yeah, absolutely.
Please
Absolutely.
do.
Okay. Well, I'm Nada. I play Pastor Rollins.
And two other people.
And oh yes, and two
I heard a lot
other
of- I heard a
people.
lot of nice things. Great things about you.
Not as dope.
Special and
We didn't name the other person.
we didn't name the
Yeah,
other.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
just some girl in the kitchen
Right,
looking cute,
right,
pretending to cook.
Right. Yeah, she killed it. We be watching that. Yeah, it's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
Nada killed it.
Oh, I
She killed it.
Oh, you did a good job too. Don't
Yes,
sleep on it. You did a good job too.
I don't know. I'm still on the fence
you was
about.
brought up in church.
What you on the fence about?
Well, I played Cassandra.
Cassandra.
And she was considerably younger than I actually am in real
Which is
life.
fantastic.
But you
know what I'm saying,
looked the
fam?
part. You looked the part. You look like
Like,
18-year-old.
Okay, but I never in life, in my career, played somebody that had that much of an age difference.
Oh.
I played a part that was the same age as one of my daughters. So I had my
But-
daughter do my hair.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's that one hairstyle you came in with the
Yeah, that
okay,
had some
okay.
weed
So that's what
and
she
stuff
does.
going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
She does a good
Yeah.
job.
Okay. Yeah, you looked the part.
So,
I could-
like,
I'm,
really,
I'm trying
girl.
to imagine. Black don't crack.
Really.
We,
So your
No
daughter
clue.
is the age of the part you played.
Absolutely. Yes.
Wow, that's
yes.
pulled it off. She
Yes.
pulled it off.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
That's
So
beautiful.
Yeah, but I remember when I switched it to the part, she had a little attitude like.
Yeah,
Now-
yeah, you were
But I knew
like,
you could do it based on your audition, based
Thank you
on
for
your.
that.
Yeah.
So
Thank you for that.
go from church background. What denomination?
me, I come from a Baptist
Baptist.
church.
Okay.
Yes.
I attended a lot of churches.
You know, you were shaking your head properly. You was like,
She doing
what am I gonna say?
Let's see.
She doing research.
Pentecostal, the Catholic Church,
Church of
because
God
some of my
Christ.
family's Catholic,
Alright.
and Baptist Church and Lutheran. I like to love on every religion.
You know what though? Because you never know which one is right, right?
Exactly.
So
I
you
like
just gotta go as
to.
long
Just
as
in
you.
case.
It's
Just
all
in
supposed to
case.
be.
Check it out.
It's all supposed to be good anyway.
Yeah, just in
Yeah.
case. But like, I went to a little bit of everybody, Lord. I didn't know.
But my thing is, as long as you have some church background, you fit right into this church movie.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I would think you would have to have a little bit of background
Oh.
about church. Even you, Mr.
Yeah, I was
Mr. Key Grip,
Jehovah's Witness.
everything. I know.
Yeah.
So that's
Oh
from
my
church.
God.
Went
I
to-
think being black, you can't avoid having a church background.
Yeah,
somewhere
that's true.
in
It's
there.
somewhere,
Somewhere
somebody
in
waiting
there.
in the water in your house. Somebody.
We done all had a church fan in our hand with Martin Luther
Yeah.
King on it, fanning ourselves.
Jesus.
Try to read all that
Church
before the
mint from
pastor get done.
Yeah.
Get in trouble for talking, getting called out by the pastor. I got it.
So was this your first feature film or?
I've done some shorts, but my first, big feature film. Yes.
Yeah, me as well. I've done some shorts, student films, local films that were quote unquote considered feature. but not
Why you say quote unquote?
because they didn't have the production quality that this film did.
But it's still a credit, though, right?
Yeah, they can still label it as
So the
that.
more,
So.
I mean, I was
She
thinking
killing me with it. They still label it as that.
you're being so modest, shoot. Give yourself some props for that. Any acting experience is great experience. I would say.
Yes.
Absolutely.
No,
And I'm
no.
gonna add on to that because the reason why this film was so good is because of our last film and what didn't go right in that film. My philosophy is do the exact opposite. If that shit didn't work, do the opposite of that shit. See what happens.
Do something different.
Yeah, I
Do
like
something
that.
different. Yeah, so and that shit works.
Good.
That shit works. So we needed, the last film we didn't have enough batteries. We didn't have we only had one camera.
Okay.
And
It's niggas.
Growth.
so this time I tried to white it up a little bit. I was like, we gonna get 2 cameras. We gonna have 2 batteries. and you would be surprised how much that sped up the process. I mean, I had to wait.
Yeah.
I used a different thing to transfer the footage. Before we was doing directly from the hard drive to the computer instead of using something that was recommended by the people that rent us cameras. They was like, we recommend using this program. So I was like, oh, well, let me pay this $19 and use this program for 15 days. And that
Paid off.
transferred it faster.
Wow.
It let you know if the footage was corrupt or wasn't there, all that. It was just
Great.
seamless. It was,
Growth. And I may say as well, there's some listeners that's been on our Just a Thought past few episodes said the quality is excellent. And I would add to my man here, Amaru, because, I don't edit like you do. You're into this shit. I just know how to talk.
Self-taught. So
Exactly.
I'm
So
broke.
whatever, man. Go ahead and give yourself
That's
a
amazing.
testimony on that one. Self-taught. That's right.
I'm taking
Yeah, but I
YouTube
appreciate it
class.
because that.
I be in school.
Yeah.
Hey, when I be on it, she'll come.
Sir-
Kristen will come in the room, and be like, "Oh, you in school again?" I'm
Yeah,
like,
certain things you can't Google those hands on. But
Yeah,
they
yeah.
said the quality, the last touch up at the end. You said I would request this, and I said let's go ahead and do that then. So you can tell the difference. So
Yeah.
I appreciate that, and we thank you for the listening and the feedback that we've been having thus far on these episodes of Just a Thought. We appreciate you ladies coming through. We got some more people coming around, but honestly, I'm impressed by your attitudes as far as hanging out with this dude, giving him all this love, because my man here, he's something else. He's something else. He talks some big shit, but he back it up though. I don't
Yes,
like people that
yes,
talk
he
about it. I
comes
like people
through.
that do. Actions speak better than words.
Well,
Yes,
it ain't
most
bragging if
definitely.
you prove it.
Exactly.
He's out here giving people opportunities.
But it's fun.
and
Exactly.
Yes,
It's funny. I
I
was
mean,
like,
really.
appreciate that.
he was like, "Hey man, you mind
Wonderful.
if I get some of this cast?" I was like, "Hey, no problem." Not even 10 minutes later. Okay, the 27th, we got we got these 2 ladies. I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah,
That's
man.
what I want though, because I want this podcast to be a positive thing. Let you get here and vent, say what you feel what you say. We don't
great.
edit shit unless it sounds
Wonderful.
too crazy, unless we have audio problems like we did earlier. But that's not major at all. So we're gonna go ahead and make a switch out real quick. See who.
Give us a second. I want to.
No, they're gonna still be here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they'll still be here.
But I want to ask him a question real quick. What after this film was completed? What was your thought?
Go ahead.
That's one. I was sad. I was gonna miss you fuckers. Okay. I actually like all of you. I really do. I've had such a good time with everybody. Like it was really like a family. So
Yeah.
I really missed that. Not that I'm needy or anything. But I missed the shit. I missed y'all's asses.
She let us stay at her house too. It was
And
great.
you know,
It was-
and yeah, you were at the house.
Yeah,
We, we had such good times there,
Yeah.
having fun, staying up super
Yeah,
late,
yeah,
and then getting
yeah,
upset.
being all
But it was
loud,
good
shit.
times. So I missed that, and then just the acting itself, just the character,
yeah.
missing the character. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of felt the same way too after it was over with. I was like, well, damn, what I'm gonna do now? Start looking for the next project.
Right.
I felt a sense of loss afterwards.
Wow. Well, I got something for y'all.
Yeah.
I got something for y'all.
Yeah.
For real, for real.
Another movie, yeah.
He do. He followed through with that shit too.
I've written 20 screenplays, so we can work for the next
Wow.
15 years.
And I'm gonna tell you who's gonna be with him. We got another guest coming here, another person from
Mr.
the
John.
Yeah, John. He been with us from day one. That's his main man,
Yeah, John
so
Hagen
to
has
speak.
been
So
with
yeah,
us
go ahead
since
do
the
your
first
thing.
project.
Hey, what's up, man? It's
Okay.
great to
What's
be
going
here.
on,
First
John?
podcast. So.
How was those ribs,
Yeah.
man?
Oh man, the ribs were great. What kind of rub was that?
he
If
gotta
it's
come
black, they ain't gonna tell you.
No. I'm gonna tell him, but he can't leave the room. He's gonna be like the late John Hager. No, I use 3 different types of rubs, man. You know that Pitmaster get me. I get that. I watch that show, watch it in bulk. So I go ahead and use different rubs. Bourbon, I do the Wicked D. I got the cane and maple. So I just make my whole rub.
Wicked D.
What's up? Yeah, that sounds like freaking sauce.
We got ribs, chicken, no sides, thanks to my root. We don't have no sides. So anyway, John, go ahead, get your time in.
Yeah. Right. So he's our resident white guy.
That's me.
No, that's my guy though, man. John got into the movie with us because of loyalty. You know, he's been around.
Good. That's wonderful.
Helping, hey John, come on, get in the front of this camera and do this thing over here. And next thing you know,
nice.
he co-starring in the last movie we did.
Wow.
And so I love John. That dude is
Yeah, back when you were even just writing books and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Oh
John, he ordered all the books, read all the books.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this one. Oh, this is. But he read. So he read You're the Church as a book.
Yeah.
And so he just got to see some footage this morning. So it's like.
Yeah, it's great.
So did it do it any justice?
Oh
you
yeah,
read the book prior?
definitely.
Okay.
Guys are great. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see the finished product. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, you got the So it's I wrote that script 20 years ago, and
it didn't seem dated at all.
No,
right.
not at all.
I tried to write it that way.
Okay.
And
Well, it works.
for you guys to especially what did it for me is at the reading. When you guys breathed life into it after all these years, it was like we tried to do it 10 years ago, and it failed after one day, after 2 days maybe, because we hired this camera dude. We didn't have our own equipment. We didn't know about renting and whatever, and we got this guy from Detroit or something. I can't remember what his name was because I was sure would bust his ass out. But we was shooting the film, right? And it was the co-writer with me. He'll be here for the reshoots out of L.A. So we was doing it, and at some points we was looking at him like, man, we should just take them cameras and start, because there were certain things that he wasn't doing.
He
that
wasn't
like
capturing.
Instinctually, we just looked at each other one time. We was like, we nodded, and we went over there and got both cameras, like bam, 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 shots and stuff. And then you could hear the dude say, "These niggas trying to be professional," and he didn't show up the next day.
Wow.
We didn't have no cameras. Bam, shit was over, just like that.
That's horrible.
Just like that. And we didn't, there was no money and no budget. It was just everybody getting together trying to do some shit or whatever. But that was a learning experience.
Yes,
for
most
sure.
definitely.
Like, part of the plight of getting things done and people's attitude.
Yes.
You know, that's why every time, I say I'm doing a film, we have to break through the walls of people thinking we just picked up a camera and started shooting some shit.
Right.
Because when they see it, the first thing that come out of their mouth, oh, this is a real movie.
Right.
Right. and for us, for actors and actresses, it was very professional.
Very professional.
On the side that you guys don't see. You know, we got
Right.
our call sheets. We knew what time we had to be there. Everything was very, very organized.
Yes, the communication was excellent.
If we could reach out to you, reach out to Kristen, you got an automatic response. Any issues, concerns, or whatever. Everything was addressed. Everything was professional. Y'all fed us. We was
The food was good.
Food was good.
We kept hearing about that because
Did you have sides?
Yes, we had sides.
but look though, we've been hearing like on some sets in Chicago, some movies.
They've been doing it.
Yeah, it's rough in Chicago.
For real?
Really?
They will not feed
That's
you.
the first thing I
Some
learned
of
is
them
you gotta
lie,
feed
tell
them.
you they feed you that in. You don't even eat.
That's why your actors get mad. They hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ain't
Just
gonna feed
granola
them.
No
bars,
water.
bottled water, and stuff like that.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was like that.
There's some dirties running around just doing us wrong. Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'll be in Chicago tomorrow, for some auditions. But, it's very, very different from set to set. But this set was very professional. Craft services was great.
Terrific.
So yeah, it was overall a great experience for me.
You want to do it
It was
again,
wonderful
right?
for me
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we tried. That's what we. I mean, you gotta feed them. If I'm hungry, like
You perform better.
Yeah,
Right?
if I
Yeah.
eat, then,
Gotta
you know,
keep feeding its awesome creative brains. I mean, what the fuck?
Absolutely.
You can't get the best. You don't give me the best. Damn.
I can't even understand why you wouldn't do it.
Right.
I don't either.
Yeah.
And so,
I
what
don't
would they
know.
make you do in order to eat?
Fingernails.
Like
Well,
they
you
take
know,
you to,
they give you some snacks. They put
Yeah,
those
like
out on
snacks,
the table,
yeah.
and you think, okay, well, these are
Chips and,
snacks.
like,
The meal is coming later.
granola bars.
And you're working.
Oh,
You
that's-
just keep working,
and
and
then
you don't
realize
even
that's
think
the
about it
entree.
until it's like
Wow.
6 o'clock. You're like, weren't they supposed to feed us today?
Yeah,
Like that's
right.
what's been happening to me. I'm like, I wouldn't even remember it, you know. And I'm like, wait a minute, they were
That-
supposed to feed
it
us
works.
today.
they
It
looking
works.
at you like that. That's the entree.
Damn, this is like
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, their
They
strategy
gave us
works.
fortune last for some peanuts and shit. What the-
Yeah.
Stuff you take to the zoo to feed the animals.
Right.
Something like that. Something like
we
that.
probably even wanted that. Can we even get some of them scraps?
Right. Like,
Right.
damn.
So we had breakfast. We had nice continental breakfast. We had hot meals for lunch, and
Yes.
so it was great. It was great.
Well,
It was terrific.
I'm
Yes.
glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Like I was telling them earlier, because I wrote it over 20 years ago. It's like for them at the Reed to breathe life into it was surreal for me. You know, it was like wow. And then when you were doing the male part, I had never thought about that. And then I was like, oh, this is gonna be something right
Yeah,
here.
she was on some real Eddie
Right,
Murphy
right?
shit.
So Eddie
Oh,
Murphy, because
yeah.
we had spoke about that. Because I told Kristen if I couldn't find somebody to play Marlon, or in a couple other parts, I was like, I'm gonna have to Eddie Murphy this thing. She was like, no. I can do it. Come on.
You would have played a female?
No, I wasn't gonna play.
I was finna say your voice is too deep. Man.
I wasn't gonna play.
Some Tu-Wong food.
Right. Thanks, Julie
I still don't believe my man did that movie.
Oh, Wesley?
Hustle Up. Yeah.
I know.
Him, John.
Him and
John
Ving
Nichols up.
Rhames.
Yeah, Ving.
Yes.
Hey,
Some of
but
his
Ving,
movies,
but Ving
like, he
Rhames.
played a mom.
But when Ving
or,
Rhames
like,
in the Chuck movie, whatever, he's like, I'm everyone. My man played the hell out
yeah,
that
he
part.
did.
You know what I'm talking about?
Holiday-
And now
Holiday
she was
Heart.
He was trying to get another Green Mile
Chuck and
part.
Larry, whatever.
Yeah.
He was trying to get another Green
Oh
Mile
yeah,
part.
yeah.
That's
Now,
great.
is there a part you won't play, ladies? Now, as far as sex scenes, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, not for me. You don't need to see my goodies for what? You're not my yummy. You're not my yummy. You don't need to see my goodies.
Damn,
the word. I'm telling you, I'm making that word.
Some of them kind of showing themselves right now. Sorry about that.
Okay, well, but you know,
I ain't mad at
What about you,
I mean,
Lizelle?
I have
whatever.
limits.
No, you very lovely, ladies, both of them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
I didn't
you.
know if Booger Woods was gonna be here. Or, no, I'm just kidding. That's a Ricky Smiley word, but y'all very very
Thank
gracious,
you.
and I appreciate you showing love to Just the Thought coming here. You know,
I'm open to
Yeah.
playing any part. I will probably do top half nudity. I probably wouldn't do below the waist because I'm one of the black girls that haven't been blessed with any ass. So I just saw face
so
and
the
waist.
first thing I looked at
this
is
is
both things
film.
you mentioned, your titties and your ass. So
Right,
I'm sorry.
But this is a
don't have
film. You can shoot it a way to make it look like you got.
Like you
look,
got-
Look
okay,
at
I would do
what's
that
her
then.
name? And she just
Called illusions.
What's her name? That girl. They can't even fake her ass though. What's the girl? The white girl. She just came out with a song at midnight the other day.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
They can't fake her.
Yeah, she wears booty pops and all that
Well,
stuff.
that still
but-
don't work.
Yeah.
It still ain't nothing popping in that booty nowhere.
Oh my god.
I would consider anything if it's done tastefully and
Right.
artfully.
Right.
Okay. Then I would do it.
Okay, girl, you sold me. Yeah.
So you about to change your mind now?
Yeah.
You gonna show them titties?
I just had to direct a scene with, in this movie. The girl that plays Sweetness. The last time I seen her, she was 11.
Wow.
Oh my
She grew up with my daughter.
She grew up and out.
Right.
She
and,
did.
and so I had to. At first, I was gonna play Marlon, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know about. I can't."
Oh,
and
that
she,
would be
and then so she
so
says to me, she's like, excuse, I'm 31. You need to grow up with me. I was like, but
Okay.
me and your dad was boys. Like,
That would have been a hard one.
well, I had gotten over it in my head, and then I ran into DeJuan. So I was like, when
He
I cast
fine as
him,
hell.
yeah, when I
Pretty Tony, that's what
Yeah.
I call him.
Hey, you know how we got
Pretty
DeJuan? He was supposed to be a PA. He was recommended
yes.
somebody that, and then he sent me. I was like, well, go ahead, send me a picture. We was in a car, And at this point, I'm playing Marlon, and then and Kristen was like, "You don't need to play Marlon. You need to focus on the directing part and play a smaller part." And I agreed with her, and it's about me. It's about the project. I'm not. I could care less if I played Marlon or not. It's about the project. If somebody came along better, that's who's gonna play it. But it had came back to me because we had an issue with another guy. And so I was like, man, well, send me a headshot and everything. You can be the PA and blah, blah, blah. Here's what it pays, whatever, whatever. So he sends me a picture, and I look at it, I was like, dang, he look like a young me. I was like, hey, brother, could you got any acting? You know, if I threw you in front of the camera, he's like, well, I'm an actor. I was like, oh, so you just doing the PA thing, trying to get on. He's like, yeah, pretty much. I said, hey, send me a reel. Before I said the eel part of reel, he said, think I got a YouTube link. I was like, and I clicked on the YouTube link, and I was like, hey man, this probably never happened to you before, but you just became a star of this movie.
If Amaru could type, pew, that's what he would have typed.
It happened in literally about 15 minutes. It happened about 15
that's a
minutes.
blessing though.
Yeah,
Now that's another thing that lets you know this movie gonna be a success.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's uncanny how good he was.
Right.
Yes.
And he was
Really
just supposed to be
good.
the
You
PA.
count those little blessings.
Like,
you know,
yeah.
That's a sign and a half.
Every time I watch the clips, I'm like, ooh, I'm glad I'm not egotistical. That word is.
Egotistical.
Yeah, that
You
word.
had it right. Just finish it.
You left out a couple syllables, but
Yeah.
we knew what you
You
were
know,
talking about.
Eagle, that word. Yeah. But if Eagle played anything in this movie, it would have ruined it.
Right.
For me trying to do too much.
Yeah.
Because I sure would have tried to do it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, I did too much, so do
No,
I have
you
to
didn't.
go?
No, you didn't.
No, you did. But let's talk about Nada for a minute. I just want to add before we go off into another topic. So Nada was so dope in this movie and so inspiring. I just sat back and I just watched you and observed and tried to soak up everything
your nuances
I could.
and even like when the scene, I'm sorry to cut you off, but even the scene where Sister Faison came in the office and you not speaking and nothing, and everybody else is speaking, but how you was looking at her like, like you was really eyeballing her. I'm like, yeah. Like you was really eyeballing her and paying attention and keeping it in the scene, like
In character.
In character, it was my God, this is so super dope.
It was.
Say something,
And so
John.
me just
No.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm
Nate.
sorry.
No.
Okay, so me just sitting back observing Nada. When I think of like physical comedians and actors, I always think of the three Martins: Martin Sheen, not Martin Sheen. I'm sorry, Steve Martin, Martin Short, Martin Lawrence.
Right.
Those are the three I always think about when it comes to like physical comedy and acting. And when I seen Nada, I was like, oh shit. I've never seen a female black actress that
killed
has
it.
that physical comedy
got
like
it.
that. They may try to give it to Tiffany Haddish.
Nah.
Not really, but she's the one that comes to mind when you think about like physical comedy with a black actress. I can't think of any others, but Nada,
she's the one.
she's that deal.
She's that
She
deal.
is that
Really not
fucking
many.
deal. I'm
I'm
telling
this
you.
movie is. I'm telling you.
Wow, thank you so much.
The whole cast did that
It's
thing.
here.
Right.
Hey, John, we gonna switch John out.
Even John got a part where he peek out the. I ain't gonna give it away, but
No, let John say his exit strategy.
Yeah. What's your exit strategy, John?
What was my exit?
How was those ribs?
That rub was good, and I'm gonna have to go get some more. So,
John want to leave. So he
I
go
love
eat.
the food, man.
We love you, John.
All right,
we love
I'll
you,
see you
man.
guys.
I feel like John didn't say anything.
But John, John is an observer. John is the observer. If we need to go get some food right now, John be like, I'll go get it. Because he's gonna eat part of it before you get back.
John's your PA man. Now we gonna get another man on here. That's another part of the.
Who we got up in here?
Your good crew.
Who we got up in here?
Oh,
This is our boss, actually.
This is the boom mic holder. I just come in and help around. You know what I ask people the whole time? You need anything to eat? You need anything sweet? You need me to take out the garbage? And everything.
He's actually
Yeah, key grip. I ain't above doing nothing, man.
Right,
I'm down
that's
for
what you
whatever is needed.
until we are able to afford
Yes.
those extracurricular people.
Right.
But this guy talking is actually one of the people who cut our checks. So made this all possible. So, what's your name?
My name is Tyron Falston. I ain't got no stage name. I just
Tyron.
It's Tyron.
So you know what?
Ever since we been friends.
So you know what? The only reason I'm saying, usually I say Tyrone, and which is totally
I've never
fine.
heard you say your name.
Because I never say Tyrone. I'm only doing it here for formalities. Just in case.
French, but it's Tyrone.
It's
You know what? Hold on.
I've never heard him say that name.
Tyron Falston. That is my actual real name.
Never heard him say it.
I tell most people it's Tyrone. Now, let me tell you, I always make this. It's a true story. In high school, my boy Reg comes to me, and goes, "Hey, Roan," because everyone called me either Ty or T or Roan or something like that. They're like, you see the yearbook? I'm like, nah, what's up, man? It's like, there's a guy in here, man. He's got his name, funny name, but he looks just like you. And there's my picture in junior year yearbook. And what does it say? Does it say Tyron Falston? No, it says Tryon Floyd. Right? I
They didn't get those syllables.
Tryon Floyd. I could not believe it. I was just like, damn. So then I look at other parts of the yearbook where they got my name either is Tyron or Tyrone or Falston or Foster. So it's a complete hodgepodge of all kind of shit, right? So then I call up the yearbook company and I was just like, yeah, guys, look, you only spelling my name right in one place. Right, you got all these different spellings. You got me Tryon Floyd here. And I said, can I get a refund? The guy said, I shit you not. No, Mr. Floyd, that's what you put down. I was like, did you really just call me Mr. Floyd? Like, you called me by the wrong last name in a formal context? Like, what the fuck? There was a girl, Kim Floyd, and she was next in line. And then the guy told me, you put down Tryon. I was like, really?
I just put my name down wrong for you.
So then all my friends called me, try these on, Floyd. That lasted for like 10 years, man. Yeah, what's up, Floyd? You got some shoes, man?
Where you from, Tryon?
From Plainfield, Illinois. I basically live where all the farmers just started to decide to build houses.
Yeah.
Somebody got to be from there, man.
Yeah. So basically, once you come to my house, that is the end of civility. Because you keep going west. Yeah,
I took the ride. Yeah.
Yeah, you keep going west, and you know what it is? Trump land.
It looked like.
Oh my God! Yeah.
But it looked like
It's Trump land.
When you go to your place, it looked like the Simpsons scene when the Simpsons come on, the clouds.
The clouds.
Yeah, I'm like, this is the Simpsons. And then one time I was driving up to your place, almost like a thunderstorm type of situation was happening.
Yes.
And then I'm looking at all these cornfields, and I'm looking at my white girlfriend. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be here right now.
No, you're not, man.
This don't end well.
Now, I'm gonna tell you what, man. I was on my way to going to some camping trip, and I was, directions were basically like go west like 10 miles till you get the highway. I was like, all right. So as you go about 1 mile, if you come to my house, you're in cornfield land anyway, right? But there's civility. When you start going west, the civility really starts to fall off. 3-4 miles in, it's like a different country, right? Because then you start seeing barns, and the barns say like, Jesus, Jesus, live long, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
And like huge crosses is like super farmy and super religious.
Wow. Who's that humming? Nobody.
That mean run.
Yeah. I told my wife, I was just like, I said, hey, here's the strategy. If you get a flat tire, hop out and fucking run. You don't wait for no AAA, man. You keep running. It's a different vibe, man.
So if you don't know, Tyrone is also a stand-up comic, along with myself and Fred over here. And Fred keep pointing at his son.
Because I'm trying to get all y'all up in here on this podcast. It's a good day. Let's go. We got the whole
over
room.
here, man. Come over here.
Yeah. Introduce yourself, young man.
Don't act all shy.
Get on the mic.
I know, right?
Get on the mic. You got on the drums like you didn't have no problem. Get on the mic.
You want to say a little something? This is my boy, Aiden Falk. He is my oldest. He's man, I love this dude so much. It's absolutely ridiculous. Say something, dude.
What'd you play in the movie, Aiden?
He ain't played nothing. Aiden wasn't allowed to be in this movie.
Not this one. What'd you play in the last one?
The last movie.
Because I saw you on the big screen at AMC. That was impressive.
I played Jordan
Okay.
In what movie?
in Alternate Social Experiment Survival Mode.
Thank you for saying that, part. Look at my man. You know his movie. I know what movie I'm in.
I've actually seen you in that movie. I've seen you go back. Were you in like a comic book store or something? And you went in the back and sat in a recliner. And
Yep,
I
that's
seen you. I
him.
seen you. I seen you.
That's him. We watched it last night at the film festival. Yeah. Yeah.
I love this dude, man. When I get old, he said, "Daddy, I'm always gonna love you." I was like, even when the kidneys go, he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, and the glaucoma comes, he was like, "Yeah." I was just like, my man.
Wait till you get to that. I put in my will if when I get old, you gotta take care of me just like I take care. You put me in a home, you don't get shit. You don't get shit. So take care of me. Wipe my nose and all that. Wipe my buttons,
Yeah.
everything.
I think when I get old, I'm just gonna go squat somewhere.
It's more than just your nose when you get older. Trust me.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, you ain't got to tell
Yeah.
me. I feel every time I go bowling.
You know I ain't on no mic right now. That's why you talking that mess. That's why I'm amplified through
Hey,
this
look, every time we
podcast.
go bowling, my body like, what is you doing? My knees
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what the hell?
You use those bowling muscles you didn't know you had.
Right.
All right, though. It's good
Man.
exercise.
So, Tyrone has been a great help and assistance with all the projects we've done, and he just got to see some of the footage this morning. What did you think?
So here's the deal. I'm so glad that we are doing a outright comedy, right? It's nice, man. It's cool that we got like the church vibe going on. It's the casting was really well done. I know we're going to praise Nada now. Here's the deal. And I just want to talk about you for a sec here because I remember being in the office and I forget whatever day I kind of dropped in and I was watching you do your thing and I was just like, damn, dog. I was like, man, she is like really good. And Amara was just like, I told you, man. I told you. Like, I told you she was really good. And I was thinking, I was like, I was going to say something to you, but I was like, she's in her vibe. I can see you kind of practicing stuff like this. And I was just like, man, like, I really want to corner you and tell you good, but I don't want to seem like a creep, and I'm about to leave right after this. So how do I do this? I was just like, man, you're really good. Like, I blown away, man. Just really impressive. I thought it was funny. Even take after take after take, I thought it was really good. The vibe you're giving as that character is really good. And then, like, to know you, like, outside the character, it's kind of like, it's like night and day, man. It's so crazy. So you bring a lot to it, man.
Energy.
Yeah.
It's beautiful energy.
It's
Thank
just
you.
really, it's amazingly well done.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
And
it.
sister right here ain't slacking either.
No.
I haven't seen her parts, so I can't say anything.
I've seen them.
That's 100%
There were a
honesty
couple
right
here
there.
and there.
Oh my God.
She
It's
playing an
amazing.
18-year-old.
An
She playing an
18-year-old.
18-year-old.
She's so
All
effective.
right.
I can see.
Love it.
Can we ask how old you are?
Yeah. Oh.
No, I would not tell on set. I said I was going to
Okay.
tell when we wrapped.
Okay.
But
Well, she-
I had to leave in a hurry.
18.
Well, say
Yeah, I
it
can
in a
believe
rap.
that. Yeah. I mean,
I feel like I'm
you look very, very youthful, so I
not
don't know why
ready.
are we talking
I
about 18?
tried to tell her.
Now you said 5-year-old. That might be a
No,
little
but
bit
she got a
different.
daughter that's 18.
That's what I was
Right. Yeah.
I'm like everybody said it collectively. Oh, damn.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
oh,
So
wow.
you done made one of them devil packs. All right. I've heard about these. I've heard it's just like I will give you my third child's soul if you keep me looking youthful.
I'm still waiting for the answer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say. This may pop up somewhere down the line. I knew it. I'm not gonna say.
I
One day
appreciate
I'm
you not
like,
saying on the podcast that hasn't really made it out there yet, so I'm glad you did that. You declined.
yeah.
That means
I'm going to find out.
That's a good
I
sign.
know, right?
I'm not gonna say.
Got
it.
Facebook
But
stalking.
remember the TV show Beverly Hills 90210
Yes.
back in the day.
Right.
All those actors and actresses, they played high schoolers and they were
Yeah,
all
they
like
was all
30
right.
years
Right,
old.
right.
Yeah.
So
Because they was all them steamy scenes. They didn't have no.
Luke was
they
mine,
would
the
have been
one that
called
just
9021 pedophile.
My age.
Luke Perry, yeah.
Yeah, he just died. Yeah, he was in some show called
Riverdale.
Riverdale. Yeah,
Something
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You want to say something else, no man? This room ain't small. We just big in here.
yeah, he just absorbed it. He was like, all this grown folks.
You want to get back to these drugs? After we do this rap, we will. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna do.
So
that.
what do you got? What do you ladies have planned next?
At the moment, lots of things, but
What do you look forward to doing next?
Ooh, I'd like to do another film, but well, we'll see. We'll see.
Oh,
Like
you
you never
good.
know. I like to, do a lot of different
I
things.
got another comedy, so
Woo!
it's
Okay,
a
yeah.
wrestling
Come on,
movie.
girl.
I got another one. Yeah.
Terrific.
God, what's
Dare to
it?
compete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got a couple auditions tomorrow in Chicago, actually 2 for a short film and then something that has to do with like a hair care company or something like that. But I'm still doing my radio show in Grand Rapids and my podcast over there. Tonight I'll be down at the Pyramid Scheme in downtown Grand Rapids doing some on-site correspondence at a Talib Kweli concert. So I'm still
nice.
just kind of doing my radio stuff, my podcast.
Yeah, tell us about your radio.
hosting. I have
About that podcast.
yeah, I have a radio show and a podcast in Grand Rapids. It's called The Scott Free Show. My last name is Scott, and I'm a nurse. And my co-host on the show.
You play cards?
No.
My mama a nurse.
Oh,
She
okay.
retired as a nurse.
No,
but
we don't play cards
that's
at
the thing.
work.
But it was
That senator in Washington.
Yeah. What
said
happened with that? What was that?
Well, she said that nurses in smaller hospitals probably sit around and play cards all
And
night.
y'all went off.
I signed a petition to have her ass come and shadow one of us nurses for 12 hours.
Man, y'all went
there you
off.
go.
Y'all got T-shirts online,
Yeah,
everything.
we went in on
I
her.
seen one to say, did you die though?
Exactly. And what a lot of people don't know is that, nurses save your life.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
How
Yes.
often do you see your doctor? You may see your
Right.
doctor in
Right.
the hospital. He comes and peeks at you one time in the morning when he's doing rounds. For the rest of the day, the nurses are taking
That's
care
right.
of you.
They should all change their name to Poker Pants.
We need more nurses.
Yes.
more nurses.
nurses.
Yes,
need more
we need
nurses.
more nurses. We need
Yes.
more black nurses. So my show, myself, I'm a nurse, and my co-host is a doctor, and she's a black woman, and she's 38 years old, so she's super young, and she's a physician. So we host this little show together, and we talk
call it
about
little.
scot-free.
Don't call it little.
Well, we host this major national
That's right.
big bossed
That's right.
up ass
That's
show.
right. That's right.
And we talk about healthcare, we talk about pop culture, we talk about beauty, fashion, shit that's going on in the streets, gossip,
Great.
bitches,
That's what's up.
hoes, thugs, scallywags, whatever.
Scallywag.
Scallywag.
Scallywag. Damn, got some pirates on the show.
Right, they got scurvy and everything. But see, we can help them out because we're
Yeah,
medical
vitamin B shot.
professionals. Yes. So it's super fun, and then we do a podcast as well, and I got several things going
What's the
on.
what's the
wonderful.
station location of the podcast?
It's 97.3 The Beat
Okay.
in Grand Rapids, and we're on air every Friday night from 8 to 10. We're on a little hiatus right now because I've been filming and doing other stuff, and my co-host is writing a book.
Okay, that's what's up.
So
What's the name of the book?
30 days of 30 positive affirmations.
Okay.
So you're supposed to go to her book every day for 30 days and open it up, read a positive affirmation, and you're supposed to go off into the world and feel great about yourself.
That's beautiful.
That's
And
what's
her
up.
name is Dr. Afriye Randall, and she is from Lansing,
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
Dang, what's the high school here?
Eastern Sexton.
Waverly.
Waverly.
Sexton?
Sexton, yeah. Everett, Lansing Everett.
Everett, that's where she
Yeah,
went.
okay.
She went to school at Everett High School.
That's the exact that school prompted the writing of Dare to Compete.
Okay.
Because it's about a high school female wrestling prodigy, and so we were going to a wrestling tournament when I was in high school, and one of the guys came out and said, "Oh," because we heard about this female wrestling, and the picture in my head was of somebody looking like Tarzan,
Right.
with titties and shit, and so we were all
Or
wearing-
Vera, Jim Carrey
Yeah,
off of
right.
Living Color.
Right.
Yeah.
So we were all ran in there, and it was just like a movie. She had just finished whooping this dude ass, and so
Wow.
they raised her hand. It was like slow motion. She took off her headgear, and then flung out her hair and shit.
Wow.
She was fine. I was like, damn. And the dude, I think he like quit because she kicked his ass, man.
Oh, she ain't gonna have no respect for him.
Right, right. So it just spawned this movie in me, and I had to get it out of my head one day and just wrote it out in like a day.
Wow.
And so I'm sorry. Go ahead. It was Lansing Everett. That's what.
Yeah. Well, she went to Lansing Everett High School, so my co-host is from the area here. So yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what. What about you, now? What you looking? What you got going on that you want people to know about right now?
Well, check this out, y'all. I'm a belly dancer too.
Oh yeah, she did do the belly dancing thing. She's on the video. Yeah, okay, all right.
We're about to talk about that after the podcast is done.
I'd like to see
I'm
it.
only kidding, honey. I'm only kidding.
Even LaShawn was like, "I'd like to see it."
I'm not kidding.
Yeah, she was doing her. I'm like, oh, okay, that's another character.
You know, I had a guy come out to a show. His name was John, and he was just like, "Hey, man, I'm going to bring my wife." He'd always talk about bringing his wife, and now she was really, really nice. And I never knew what she did for a living, and never even dawned on me to ever really ask or care or anything like that. Well, the day I meet her, John was just like, "Hey, man, Tyrone, I want you to meet my wife." She goes like, "Hey, how you doing? My name's Maria. I'm a stripper," and something. And I was just like, "What?" I was just like,
Sure that move that and talk to Park Time. When I hear that,
yeah, I was kind of like, damn, like, why, what just the hell just happened? Like, I didn't even I've never cared about your wife until right now.
Did he tell you what day she was working?
Right, and where?
She worked on Thursdays and Fridays.
I would introduce myself that way if I was a stripper. I love strippers. I love
You go
love
to the
them.
club all the time?
they gotta make money too.
Well, when I go to Detroit, I do, because in Grand Rapids, it's conservative,
They got-
it's white, and they have to have pasties
Oh,
and
that's
this
dumb.
and that.
That's dumb.
When I go to Detroit,
That's
so I
like giving
can.
head with a condom on. Except
I've been tried before.
And can't use hands.
right.
Yeah. So I like to go to Detroit and go to the club over there. But I love female strippers. I do not like male strippers.
Oh, you don't like male strippers?
No.
You don't like nuts all on their kneecaps and everything?
Shit, I don't like the motherfuckers either.
So gross and
Yeah.
What's so bad about it? What's so bad about it? They
Oh.
gotta have a thong too.
Oh.
They gotta
Right.
shake it. They gotta
no,
shake their ass. What?
I don't want to see.
What is it about the male stripper that you don't like?
They're just gross.
They're just nasty.
Both of you, Jesus?
Right, give me something specific. What's
Right.
gross about it?
Well, no.
Okay.
It's like the whole anatomy of them doing it. I don't know.
I think it's all the ladies wanting one man.
Yuck.
Or
Yeah.
wanting a couple of guys that's
No matter who you would imagine doing it, you still don't.
Yup.
No, I don't want to see
Would-
it.
would it
at
make a
all.
difference?
Magic Mike, none of that.
Would it make a difference if he did it like at work or if he were
Like, hey, Neil House. Excuse me, I heard you got a parking ticket.
Right.
and did all
So
that
you
shit.
wouldn't like one for your bachelorette party?
I would
Nah.
have female strippers
Really?
at my
Okay.
bachelorette.
Now we're
Okay.
talking.
that's why I'm like, I'm going. I'd be in the window. Listen, it's a bomb ass party right
Yeah,
there.
both of y'all feel that way. That's
That's very
I've never
interesting.
really heard of females say
I think
that.
as guys, we just assumed the reciprocal was
right,
like
right.
be
No,
expected.
No, it's
Right.
not all women like female or male strippers. I do not like them. I don't like
Yeah,
the little
yuck.
G strings and
Yep,
the,
none of
the
it.
junk.
So
popping
what
all
he just
off
had on
and-
some regular drawers,
Regular
like some
drawers.
tidy whities.
Tidy whities.
Yeah.
Right.
And he did it like in a little t-shirt.
Maybe, maybe a Pikachu printer
What
drawing.
if I took it to church first?
Still wouldn't work.
Had like a cross on the ass and
No.
That's interesting. Okay.
I
very
still would
interesting.
not
That is
like it.
very
I like
interesting.
my man in my bedroom and what we do in there. That's cool. I don't want to see him on stage grinding and twerking.
So if he's in your bedroom talking about chicken like a baby bacon,
Well, not so much that,
Okay.
it's just like give me the D, give me the D.
Okay.
Not a lot of women are like fascinated by like penis bouncing and popping all
Yeah,
off in their
yeah.
face
hey,
like
and it
that.
can strain some stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Put
want
it where it belongs. Let's work with it down
Right?
there.
Keep the mouse in the house.
the mouse in the, oh man,
This is always just a thought.
Yeah.
mouth to the house,
mouse
ladies
in the
and gentlemen.
house. I'm gonna tell you what, all the little dick guys are just like, why they say that? That's why they gotta go there. It wasn't even right
No,
now.
the little D guy should be happy because I'm the type of woman I don't need penis all around me, all banging all up inside my head.
You just said you wanted somebody to make you go ooh and not ow.
A smaller penis guy could do that. Okay, so
He has no,
long as-
he has no
They
choice.
got quiet in here. I'm like,
Well, you
they
got
can.
to.
They can because a lot of you guys think that women have orgasm orgasms from penetration.
Oh no, I know that's
But
not
you
true.
don't.
Oh, I found a G-spot a long time ago. So I
Thank
know
you.
that.
G-spot
There's
has
no
nothing
amateurs
to
going
do
on.
Yeah.
with a long penis banging all off inside.
I don't think you teaching
Nah,
nobody.
right, yeah,
I'm
it's
just
fine.
saying, get that
Collectively,
clear.
it's about
Get that
130
clear.
years up in here.
You're not teaching nothing. Not up in here.
Small penis guys.
Not up in here.
Right?
Well,
Not some guy tearing up all your walls.
Yeah, we just
Right.
ain't military
Exactly.
veterans.
Be friendly to smaller penis guys. They
Yeah.
need love too.
Right,
do,
right.
they
Okay,
do.
okay.
But yeah.
Hey, so the audience really loving you now. They was like, oh.
Well,
So
you know
sympathetic.
what? All the little
I want 'em in my life.
they're like,
Pick me up.
where's the X button on this window? I'm not closing this one. I don't even have time for you. Bro. It's fucked up, man.
You're going to get a lot of followers now.
right.
I hope they strippers though.
Right. We listened to the show. We heard you like people like us.
You know, it's funny. So I had a friend named Pint at school, man, and he was a stripper. And I remember he was just like, hey,
What was his name?
Pint.
Right.
Right? And we used to shoot pool and stuff like all the time, and I was just like, yeah, man. He was telling me like, yeah, why don't we buy some tickets and go to some concert and blah 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 blah. And then I was just like, well, are you gonna be able to afford it? He was just like, why you ask? I was like, bruh, the whole time I've known you, I've never heard you once say you had a job. He was just like, oh man. He was just like, well, come here right quick. I'm like, what? And then he whispered, I'm a stripper. I was just like, well, why'd you whisper it? Like, that was some almost gay shit to say whisper in my ear like that. I'm like, that was kind of awkward, like, as is. I'm like, no one else really cares that you're a stripper. He was just like, well, a lot of guys, they feel a certain way about it. I was just like,
It's gay.
yeah, I was just like, yeah, but you whisper in my ear, that's strange. You being a stripper, that's not, right? Like that.
I actually moved when I first moved back to Arizona as an adult. I was going to strip. That's when I was bodybuilding, and I got denied because I was too big. I was bigger than the strippers. And while he was denying me, the people that was at his show whispered in his ear while he was denying me, and he was like, "Well, that's up to him." I was like, "What?" Well, they want to know if you would do a private dance at their table. Nah, bitch, you just told me I couldn't do it, be a stripper. And your customers ain't even watching your dude on stage. They over here looking at me. And then I was turned off from that.
You should have been like, let me lose these pants.
I walked out of there like this.
When this podcast starts turning to Maru becoming a stripper, it's time to exit out. I want to thank everybody for showing up, including Key Grip, to this podcast. Just a thought. We had a good time. You obviously got to come back because we got a shitload of stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
Is it
man.
over?
We got to keep it. You know, we got to keep it at least an hour. You know, not an hour and a half. You know, you come back. I got you covered.
one
I
for
got
more
you
and
covered.
everything.
But anyway, in SoundCloud is where we at. Tyrone, thank you for coming up here. Here, man. I know it's impromptu. Appreciate you coming through. Eat some of that food. You and your son playing my drums. He didn't break nothing.
Oh, I'm about to go up there and eat.
Yeah, I know he's a carnivore. Ladies, exit shout out, say your thing, do your plugs, whatever. Go from there.
Yes. Okay, so it's your girl S. Scott, and coming to you from Grand Rapids, Michigan. You can catch me live on Fridays on 97.3 The Beat. Also, my podcast, The Scott Free Show. And you can follow me on Instagram at Miss.Scott1839. I'm on Facebook. I'm on all social media platforms, so check your girl out.
Just Google it.
Well, I
hell of a
don't
damn
have
show.
any of that. I'm not a star. Don't try to find me. I like to hide, okay? Bye.
Tyrone.
So you can catch me at laughsearch.net. That is basically where we trying to promote comics to write and get them more organized, because you know one thing we're trying to promote is comedy is more than just telling jokes. It's a business, so we want all the comics to be a bit more business savvy.
I like that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'll be here.
I didn't ask you to say nothing, brother.
I
It's my dude, though. You know how I feel about you, man. I appreciate you every week you come through, and this week has been great. I got to have me a couple of beers. Sorry about the beer breath in this little confined area, but you know what? We had a great time, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
We had a great
Yes, we
time.
did.
So anyway, we appreciate you listening to Just a Thought. It's always just a thought. We're going to come through next time. I got a show next week, but we'll say that turns out it's been about a year since I did a show, but I'm looking forward to get back on stage telling a couple of jokes.
That's what's up.
Going from there, and we appreciate the feedback. Thanks for listening. My name's Fred Potter.
This is Amaru.
We'll check you out next time on Just a Thought. About an hour, it'll be out.
We
No
outta here.
deal. Deuces.
Out of here. Ain't nobody back at me, cause I'm so white.
You changing words.
I
and
took
shit.
it's a remix because I took a shower last night.